What is going on, everyone? Vlad Killjoy back again with another video. So in today's video is going to be a start of a series to try to get beginners better at the game. We are actually going to teach you how to build and how to master them. I'm going to take it step by step, make it super easy for you guys, and as long as you practice this, you will get better. Some of these might be a little difficult at first, but you spend the time with it and you'll master it in no time, I promise. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, for starters, what you're gonna want to do is load up in a creative game. Once you're in the hub, you want to go over to your portal, which in this hub, it's gonna be right over here. Go to create new, and you can select any of these islands that you want. I personally like the grid island right here, because it makes it where like you have this complete open room to do whatever you want to do, right? So get this loaded up, jump on into the portal, and then there's a couple of settings that you will need to change so that way you can just warm up the way you want to. You want to go to my island, you want to scroll down to time limit, you want to put no time limit on it, and then go over to settings, and I like to set the time of day to about 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. so that way it's bright and shiny. You know, you can set it to whatever y'all want. This is just what I feel like is best. So once that's done, hit start game. Now you're on this big open island for you to do whatever you want to do. So let's start off with the basics, shall we? Let's show you how to build a 1x1, because this is ultimately the most used building structure that you can do in Fortnite, and it can come in really clutch at times. So if someone's shooting you, you know, you just want to like box up real quick so that way you can kind of get a feel for where they're at. Sometimes when you get shot, sometimes you panic and, you know, you'll have builds go everywhere just like this, and like now you've wasted a ton of materials, and that's not good. So let me show you how to properly build a 1x1. All right, so what you want to do is you want to place a wall, you want to place this floor above you, and then you can just turn around, and because you've placed this floor, you're not going to have walls go like all the way over here and, you know, do all crazy stuff, because it's going to connect to this floor. And this is what it looks like fast. Bam. That's how you build a 1x1. All right, very simple. I know we're gonna ramp it up here in a little bit. So also, when you're building a 1x1, you always want to make sure you have a cone in your box. Say if someone's like pressuring your wall, and if they are a really good player, they're just gonna get this stair in there, and if they do take this wall, they're just gonna edit through, and bam, you're dead. So having this cone in your box is something that we like to call counterpiece control, which I'll make a complete other video about that later in the future. But for starters, 1x1, have this cone in here, because like then you can just edit it up and you can like scout around, take some peek shots at somebody, you know, if you wanted to, safely behind cover. Say if you want to push a fight, we all know ramping, right? But see, ramping isn't safe because it can easily be shot out, especially if you build out of wood. It can easily be shot out and you're going to fall to your death. So pretty much what you're going to want to do is do a 3-piece ramp push, which is going to look like this in fast motion anyway, right? That's what it's going to be. So floor, stair, wall. And how you want to do this is you want to kind of take it slow, right? Start off with just the walls, and you want to make sure that you're on your stair before you place the wall, or else it's going to place like this and you're going to have to edit through or break it. So make sure that you actually get onto the stair before you place that wall, so that way you don't end up walling yourself off. And this is a good way, like if you're limited on mats, this is also a good way to like push someone, as long as they're not below you, because if they're below you, they can still see the stair right here. And if they shoot at the stair, it's going to make you fall down again. Now that you've mastered the stair and wall combo, then what you're going to want to do is start placing the floor as well. In slow-mo, this is what it's going to look like. And take your time on this. Get the muscle memory down for it. So it's going to be floor, stair, wall. Floor, stair, wall. Floor, stair, wall. Right? Just like this. Just take it slow at first. If you need to, go into your settings and turn sprint by default off. So that way you just walk. And that'll make it a little bit easier. What you can do is, since your floor is on R1 and your wall is on R2, it's as simple as just sliding your finger down. Just sliding your finger down will make it so much easier to be able to place those builds in time. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is one of the very first things as far as like kind of advanced building techniques went when the game first came out. Now it's a part of the basics. And that's what I like to call the 90s. Pretty much you want to do wall, wall, stair. All right. And you can do it just like that. Just take it slow. Wall, wall, stair. Wall, wall, stair. I know a lot of people, you'll see them do wall, wall, floor, stair. But in my opinion, you really don't need that floor. You can if you want. It makes it a lot harder to do 90s because you end up throwing floors above you. And it's just not a good time. This way, you save one extra build for your 90s. So it can really come in handy in those clutch situations where you might not have too many mats, but you have enough mats to take a build fight. And to make sure that you don't hit the side, what you need to do is when you build the walls, you want to run up this ramp on the very like edge of it. And when you get up to about the center, when you're at the center, you want to place this wall. And when you do, jump up and place the stair. You want to run across the edge and then kind of like center out. Right? So wall, wall. I've got that second wall up. You see where I'm positioned at? About halfway on the ramp. A little bit out further from the edge. Jump and place a stair. Because if you hit this wall, it's going to slow you down. And by that point, the opponent could have height on you. When you do it quick and finally get it mastered, you can only do 3 90s because of the jump delay in the game. 90s are so quick that by the time you jump the third time, you'll get the jump fatigue and you won't be able to do that fourth 90. So whenever you do it quick, after that third 90, you want to branch out. And I recommend once you've got it mastered and you go to do this branch out, do the step that we did previous to the 90s. When you go up, you want a 90. And then 3-piece ramp rush. And then from here, you can even 90 up some more if you want, or you can just keep going up. Depending on what the location of your opponent is and what's best for the situation. Just starting out, 90s are going to be a little bit difficult, but you need to learn how to do 90s. It is very crucial that anybody who plays Fortnite, if you want to improve at the game, you need to learn how to do 90s. Trust me, I don't want you to feel discouraged when you start doing 90s and you're failing, time after time after time. It's gonna take a bit. Get that muscle memory down. Wall, wall, stair. Wall, wall, stair. Wall, wall, stair. And once you do that, man, like you can start speeding it up a little bit more. And sooner or later, you'll just be able to just master it. And even if you hold turbo build on the wall, you're going to build that first wall in front of you. That's not necessary, but you can. And then as you run up, you're going to look up, you're going to place that wall, turn, And as you turn, you want to kind of start running forward. And then right here, about midway up the ramp, kind of centered, as you can see. Look, if I edit it, if I'm in the edit menu, I am like directly on the corner of this square, right? So from there, just jump. And you've got the 90s done. These 3 techniques that I have shown you, the boxing up, wall, floor, and then the other 3 walls. That's the proper way of doing a 1x1. And then you got the 3-piece ramp rush. It's really good. You're not likely to get shot out like this because there's so many pieces that they have to go through to try to shoot you out. So by the time they do, you've already either gotten to them or you're high enough to get a couple beams on them, which is super useful. And then 90s. These 3 building techniques that I've gone over in this video will dramatically increase your skill level in Fortnite. These will make you 100% better than what you are now, guaranteed. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. You have no idea how much it helps me out. Hit the like button and let me know down in the comment section below what else y'all need help on. I will gladly make videos helping you guys out improve at Fortnite. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.